Alright guys, so I wanted to make a video about this last night, but couldn't because, I'm a little bit tired, haven't been up all day and stuff. So, last night, I like to look up a bunch of WWE news. When in regards to an upcoming pay-per-view or anything like that, so I type in, cause I'm gonna, figure out what Sting's doing, all that stuff. So, I type in WWE Sting, because that's how I usually would find something regarding him and WWE. So, I go to WrestleZone.com, right? And I scroll down to a article that says breaking news: major name to make WWE TV debut at Survivor Series. I'm like, okay, who would it be? You know, I'm like Survivor Series, kind of on a then again, we've seen debuts from The Undertaker, Shield. Let's see, I think somebody made their debut last year. I don't know. Anyway, so I come down here and it says according to PW Insider, that's right, is scheduled to make his WWE TV debut at Survivor Series tomorrow night. Well, it said Sunday night, but it's basically tomorrow night on pay-per-view. And on the WWE Network. As of now, Sting is only scheduled to appear at Survivor Series and not next week's tapings. So I'm kind of yeah, it could be. Could it not be? Yeah, it couldn't. It could not be. This is one of those scenarios where originally I didn't give two shits about Survivor Series. I mean, Survivor Series, they for the past few years they haven't made Survivor Series. Excuse me, they haven't made Survivor Series a pay-per-view that's worth watching like they used to. It's not. What's the word I'm looking for? The uniqueness of the Survivor Series, like back in the day, it's not like that anymore. Past few Survivor Series, they just throw random teams together. The only difference, they have built the main event, which is okay. All right, I'm gonna give them that. They've only basically around this entire pay-per-view, they've only built two matches. That would be the Team Cena versus Team Authority and Wyatt versus Ambrose, which I'll make a predictions video later on. Hopefully I get some friends on here, do a predictions video. But yeah. But yeah, back to the Sting thing. And I first read this, I'm like, no, I'll wait. At first, I wanted to see what other people were talking about. Heel Steven was talking about it. Stevie Bridge was talking about it. Dead on Dave was talking about it. Schlong's View was talking about it. A lot of people were talking about it. So I'm like, I'll give a few hours to see what happens. So I go on Twitter to see if Twitter was talking about it. The first fucking thing that's trending on Twitter is Sting, and then underneath it is Survivor Series. Or hang on a second, it's Sting and hashtag Survivor Series. I believe is the trending. Give me a second. Okay, here it is. Here are the trends: hashtag Survivor Series, Sting, TV stars, Bill Cosby, Thanksgiving, stuff like that. I'm like, why is Sting trending on Twitter? When I saw that, I'm like, Sting hardly trends. And then I go to the Facebook trend, because usually I like to see what's going on there. I go there. Not that much is going on, I don't really see that much Sting trending going on here. I mean, they're talking about Kamala right now on that trend. So I'm like, what? No one really cares about Kamala. I never cared about Kamala. And then when I was reading some stuff, so I want to see that. Survivor Series is going to be trending all night tomorrow night, all day tomorrow, and later on tonight regarding this story between this supposed quote unquote story with Sting. All right, if he shows up, yeah, I'm gonna mark the hell out. I've been waiting for if this actually happens. I will be enthusiastic. I will be out of breath for the next few hours if Sting actually shows up on Survivor Series. Really though, that's the question. Is it a ploy for fans to subscribe to the network? Possibly. They've done this before. They have done this before. They did it at WrestleMania. They did it. They did it at WrestleMania. Okay, pretty much told you to unsubscribe to the network when and then they made you resubscribe or subscribe to the network because of Daniel Bryan. They also, let's see, what else did they do? They made you subscribe to the network because of Hulk Hogan coming back. Because when The Undertaker came back, they also did it with, what else did they do it with? With Lesnar beating the shit out of Cena at SummerSlam. You know, Ambrose versus Rollins, that feud. They made you keep subscribed to that and see what's going on there. This could be a ploy for WWE to get more subscribers, and it's smart. I think it's smart of them if that's what they're doing. I think it's really smart for them to have a ploy like Sting, a name like Sting. If he doesn't show up, make people want to. Just because of this rumor, I'm pretty sure a lot of people were not going to watch Survivor Series until this rumor came out. I was going to watch Survivor Series anyway because I've watched pretty much for the past 3 years. I've been watching all the WWE pay-per-views. I went to a friend's house to watch a few of them. I've been at my house watching a few of them. I mean, it's free right now. For let's see how many more days is the network free for. Excuse me. The network is free for the rest of the week, and then Sunday, next Sunday, that whole thing with the network, that whole free thing is done. The whole network is free for the month of November. It will be done after the 30th. So I'm still trying to figure out how to do all this network stuff. So because I'm wanting to sign up for the network. I only wanted to sign up for the network so I could watch like Nitro and all the WCW pay-per-views and the ECW pay-per-views and all the old school Attitude Era stuff. That's the stuff I grew up with with wrestling. That's what I grew up watching as a wrestling fan. But WWE, WWE and Sting. I don't know, I mean, it's one of those things. Maybe, could it happen? Yes. Will it? Maybe. I don't know. It's just one of those things. Will Sting show up tomorrow night? Well, what is his role, though, if he does show up? I know it can't be to promote the video game, because you can't promote a video game that's already out. Sting has done all the promoting for him being in WWE 2K15. We've seen the trailer. I actually have it for the PS3. I wasn't able to pre-order it for the PS4 because I don't have the PS4 yet. And hopefully, I will get Sting on the PS4. But I did pre-order it for the PS3, and I do have Sting. That was the one that it's weird because when I pre-ordered 2K15 like months before I knew Sting was going to be the pre-order character, and then after I found out Sting was going to be the pre-order character, this is probably the first time I've ever actually been happy to pre-order a video game, because it's the only way. As of right now, it's the only way you're gonna actually get Sting on a WWE video game. But like I said, what is his role if he shows up tomorrow night at Survivor Series? Excuse me. His role, huh? A lot of things. A lot of things is what I got here. It probably won't be to set up a feud with Bray Wyatt, even though it's the second closest thing I want to see between an Undertaker Sting type of feud. Maybe. I don't know how that would work. Sting versus Bray Wyatt. How would that work? Anyway, what I see happening if Sting shows up. Alright, so a lot of people have suggested that Vince is gonna announce Sting as the general manager. I don't want to see Sting as general manager. To me, that would be a waste of Sting coming into WWE just to be a general manager. I don't think Sting wants to be a general manager. And have you seen him as a general manager in TNA? No. Something I had in mind was, Sting. All right, so we pretty much know by the results or the spoilers from SmackDown, even though I watched SmackDown last night, that John Cena's Team Cena is basically going to win. How, I don't know how, and really I don't care. You got the workhorses in that match, by the way. I get to that with Harper, Ziggler, and Rollins, but I get that later. But in my predictions for Survivor Series, what I see happening with Sting. All right, so this is probably the most logical explanation or thinking you can do with bringing Sting in. Never been inside a WWE. If he's actually been at this performance center, then he's pretty much been in it. Well, no, he probably hasn't. He will though. Trust me, he'll be at the performance center very shortly. And my hair is all fucked up right now. Oh, I don't know why I'm so tired. Anyway, all right. So Team Cena beats the Authority. And after the match, because you got a few more minutes left. There's a few more minutes left of the show. They usually do this when something big is going to happen. Like they've done this at the Big Four for the past few years. I don't know. Well, they didn't do it for Mania. They had well, technically they did. I don't know about Survivor Series. Oh no, SummerSlam. They kind of did, kind of didn't. It was more of a squash match. The Royal Rumble, I don't want to talk about it. Should have been a fucking riot. I'm just saying there. But anyway, like I said, Sting. Okay, now Team Cena beats Authority. Triple H is pissed after this match is over, and he starts beating the hell out of anybody and anything and anyone and anything that moves. And he gets so pissed that the lights go out. That classic Crow music of Sting hits. Sting comes out and drops Triple H. Or first they do well, he doesn't even drop Triple H. The show can end with Sting and Triple H going face to face, just staring at each other face to face. WrestleMania 31, Triple H versus Sting, and I know there's 3 matches Sting said he wants to do in WWE. One that may never happen because of Undertaker's condition, and then he said Bray Wyatt, Undertaker, and Triple H. Hopefully, one Triple H at this point. Triple H at this point is the most logical choice for Sting to wrestle. Bray Wyatt may do something else. I don't know. That's a good question. What will Bray Wyatt be doing at WrestleMania? What could he be doing? Have a match with Harper. I don't know. He can't bring Jericho back, because then what could Bray Wyatt do at WrestleMania? Royal Rumble is a whole different. Well, actually, you know what? Sting could still wrestle Bray Wyatt. It could be at like a Royal Rumble. You know what I'm saying? A Royal Rumble match, and then he can do a match at WrestleMania. Because I have something scenario. I know something cool that you can actually do to go back into the Ambrose Rollins feud. But like I said, I'll save that for the predictions of Survivor Series. Yeah, that's why I see happening with Sting. If he shows up, if he doesn't, I'm gonna say WWE got us again. They got us. I'm gonna say they got us again. This is probably this. If Sting shows up, this is actually their way of saying they're sorry that the Brock Lesnar is not on the show. This is their way of forgetting about Brock Lesnar ever being champion right now. If that's the case with Sting, I don't know. It's kind of confusing, but let me, you guys let me know what you think about all this Sting stuff for the next few hours. If you can follow my Twitter right there, at Real Matt Hendricks on Twitter. Follow me there. Subscribe to Matt the Misfit right here on YouTube.com/Matt the Misfit. If you want, you can check out my anime podcast, Full Metal Otaku. YouTube.com Full Metal Otaku 1. I believe that's. Let me go look. Give me a second. I can't look at that right now. Give me a second. I don't even remember. I'm gonna put the link in the description box, anyways. But there we go. Full Metal Otaku. Okay, Full Metal. Give me a second. Oh, all right. So it's youtube.com/user/Full Metal Otaku 100. So yeah, that was something. Also, you can check out the people I talk. Cronin, because I told Joe Cronin about this on Facebook. He may hopefully this, because he thinks it's crazy. I think it's crazy. Everybody thinks, and it makes me wonder if Sting may actually show up, because Sting normally does not. His name never really pops up on Twitter. And when I first heard Sting trending on Twitter, I thought it was the musician Sting. And then I click it, and then I'm seeing a bunch of videos. Not videos, pictures and memes of the legend Sting, the icon Sting. And I'm like, and it's trending alongside the Survivor Series. So I'm like, something's fishy with WWE. This is one of the, if this is true, this is something I wish I hadn't saying. This is one of those scenarios. If it's true, maybe once makes you think. I wouldn't have read it. I wish I hadn't read it, because if I had read it, it would have ruined the entire surprise for me. It kind of this if it's true, this rumor sort of did kind of ruin the surprise for me. But you would have thought, since St. Louis, you would have thought Randy Orton would show up. But this looks like it should. I don't know. You know. By the way, I hope Vince McMahon's careful over there because you know you got all that some of the riot stuff going on over there in St. Louis and places like that. So hopefully, you know, this pay-per-view doesn't get postponed for probably the most epic debut of all time, the most anticipated. Excuse me, the most anticipated debut of all time. This is the most anticipated debut since Goldberg, maybe. I mean, who all came over from WCW you didn't expect to come over? You have Booker T, you had the NWO. I mean, no, you technically didn't. Well, technically you kind of saw it coming because you knew Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and Hogan were gonna go back to WWE after you know fucking place closes down. But what was I saying? Booker T, Goldberg, Buck Bagwell for 5 minutes. Scott Steiner. Not Bret Hart, and Sting. And Sting has left. Randy Savage, before it died, he was going to make a comeback. He was, I shit you not, Randy Savage was going to make his comeback, whether it be at the Hall. And from my understanding, him and Sting and Savage are going to be headlining the Hall of Fame, which I'm all for. But the only problem I have with Savage being in the Hall of Fame now is he's no longer alive to actually be there to witness himself get inducted. And I do know I'm gonna look for that Randy Savage DVD on the internet because I really want to watch that story. I waited a long time for WWE for Vince McMahon to actually grow a set of balls and release a story that needed to be released on Randy Savage. Now we're waiting for the Sting documentary, but I do own the Sting DVD, by the way. And I don't know how much the Randy Savage DVD is. I don't know if it's a 3-disc set or 6-disc. I don't know. I've heard multiple things that was a 6-disc, and then I'm like, what? And then I'm like, oh, it's Randy Savage, but a lot of stuff. But anyway, Sting in WWE, I'm hyped for it if it's true. If it's not true, WWE, I will applaud you on Sunday. I will applaud you. I will even do my own review because I've been wanting. I may be trying to do one of these reviews for a while. I'm gonna do it. If WWE pulls our leg and has Randy Orton come out, I applaud you for having us plugged in. If Sting actually shows up, everyone in the arena who is a true wrestling fan and everyone at home who is a true wrestling fan are going to mark the fuck out. I bet you that Survivor Series is going to suck nuts, except for the Ambrose and Wyatt match and the main event. And then as soon as the show ends and Sting shows up, they're gonna say this was the best Survivor Series ever. They're gonna say that because Sting is going to be there to save it, and it's gonna be hilarious. This show may suck even if Sting's on the show. The show may still suck even though Sting is on the show. But I know people, they will say they've done it. They did it before. The day when Rock came back a few weeks back to do that thing with Rusev, and they said it was the best. Raw was awesome just because of the Rock. I'm guarantee you right now. You know, I don't know about Bruce Splits because he maybe Joe Cronin will do it. OTRS Central will do it. Heel Steven will do it. Hell, even Slunky will do it. Let's see who else. Dead on Dave will do it. I would love to. I want to know if Tommy C calls in on the Joe Cronin show. I want to know what his reaction would be if Sting shows up. He is kind of like, Jesus fucking Christ. it's about fucking time or something like that. I'm like, hey, he's got a point. It's fucking about fucking time. You know, and these people, I'm sorry, but I'm tired of hearing these videos saying it's his return to WWE. He's never been in WWE, guys. Sure, he's done a few things with WWE lately. You know, he's done the Warrior special. He did what else he did the TV commercial, which actually him being on the Warrior special had nothing to do with him being signed to WWE. They contacted Sting because Sting and Warrior were friends and partners. He signed a deal with 2K to do the WWE 2K thing. He got in contact with WWE to do the Comic Con and SummerSlam panel. So if Sting shows up on not Monday Night Raw, well, he may show up on Monday Night Raw. You never know too. But if he shows up on Survivor Series, this will pretty much confirm that Sting did sign a WWE contract. And on Sunday night, tomorrow night, if Sting shows up and he's on pay-per-view, he's at the very closing few moments of Survivor Series, he is labeled as a WWE superstar now. For the first time ever, you can call Sting a WWE superstar. I still can't believe I'm actually said that. I can't believe I just said that. I can't believe I won't believe I would say it tomorrow night if it's true. But but anyway, like I said, follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to me on I almost said the network. Subscribe to me on the YouTube channel, on my YouTube channel, at Misfit right here. I'll be back here later to do my WWE 2K. I almost said WWE 2K15. Shit, I will be doing one of those. I'm getting around to doing. That's one of the first gameplays I'm doing. My career for WWE 2K15 on PS4. When I get the PS4 and 2K15, I'll be doing that on my Twitch channel. I had some horrible streaming things up there, but hopefully on the PS4 I can do way better stuff. Let's see what else I was gonna say. Let's see. Oh yeah, follow my subscribe to my anime podcast, which is we tried to do one yesterday and it got all whacked out. Skype, you're a bitch to me. You can go suck a dick. Google Hangout, you're even a bigger bitch to me when it comes to having friends on here and doing, Skype, I'm telling you right now, fix my problem. Or I'm gonna fix you. Let's see. Oh, yeah, youtube.com/user/Fullmetal Otaku 100. It's one huge word. Just one word. But you gotta type it in like this. To do it, you actually have to type in. See how it says Fullmetal Otaku right there? You gotta do that. Type it there and 100. But I need to trash that one there. And you can follow the new Twitter. We have a new Twitter. It's called Fullmetal Otaku. I couldn't actually. Apparently, Fullmetal Otaku was taken already. So I don't know. Anyway, this is Matt and the Misfit signing off, saying I'll talk to you guys later with my WWE 2. Damn it! I keep saying 2K15. I may want to play that later. My WWE Survivor Series preview and predictions, and what I think and what I have, one idea I have of them going back to their Ambrose Rollins feud. There is a very good way you can go back to this. So all you Wyatt Ambrose feud haters, you can piss off because I got a big huge solution for that one. My review, I'm just gonna do a quick review of 2K15 on PS3. I fucking hate it. They took away the good shit for the PS3. They took away the fucking creative finishers. They took away the fucking custom music. They took away and John Cena. Don't ever have John Cena pick the soundtrack for a video game because he picked the worst fucking music I've ever heard in my life. God, I liked it when have actual artists or have 2K themselves pick the music. Don't have the wrestlers pick the music ever again. I swear to God, who's ever on the cover of 2K16, hopefully it's probably going to be Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, if you're smart, because I hope you are. I know you are. Don't do what Cena did, please. But yeah, that was my quick review of 2K15 for the PS3. I heard it's a little bit better on PS4. That's what I'm hoping for. PS4 has all the good shit, and the good shit meaning good stuff from the Wyatt family. Meaning Bray Wyatt gets to sit in his rocking chair. Harper and Rowan have a match. And Harper gets to stay outside ringside. Bray Wyatt's the only one in the game that can actually have two managers. It's kind of messed up. Anyway, but like I said, I'm going to be back later with my fuck, I said it again. I'm going to be back later with my Survivor Series predictions, preview and predictions. And then tomorrow, hopefully, I can get around with doing a WWE Survivor Series review and probably be marked out with Sting. Anyways, this is Matt the Misfit signing off for now. So, peace, bitch.